Well, Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal, has revealed trophy-winning plans for the club of Arsenal ahead of their UEFA Europa League game that's going to be played on Thursday. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. I know most of you have been missing me, and I'm back, guys. Power has been a problem. The country are really coming from, Power can go for like 12 hours, guys, right? So, but we thank God that it's really back, and we are really here to bring you the latest news and information about Arsenal. Talking about Jorginho and what really speeded up his move to Arsenal. And lastly, Charlie Patino coming in through and yesterday night playing for Blackpool, and he really had a lot of impact on the field of play. Smash the like button, comment and share. We thank God for the gift of life, and here we are to talk to you, the viewers of Rokani Media Football. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Now guys, for today, every 1 hour, I'm going to be throwing in one video. That's it, because you have to come in through and really bring you 3 videos. Arteta has held a press conference ahead of the game of Sporting Lisbon, that is tomorrow, and I'm going to be breaking it down in the next video. So let's do this chap such that we really cover up things as soon as possible. And after Real Madrid and Liverpool, I'm going to bring you the match reaction. So it's really going to be a speedy day for us as far as dropping content is concerned. Now, I've been told by the website of Arsenal that official Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke have become Arsenal co-chairmen, while Tim Lewis has become the club's executive vice chair, in recognition of how the leadership structure has evolved over the past several seasons since Kroenke Sports Enterprise assumed 100% ownership of Arsenal in 2018. Now, this is something that had been lagging for a very long time, and I think after Edu coming in through and being promoted to the sporting director role at Arsenal, I think he told them that this is how the structure of the team is supposed to be really standing. And as it stands, they've gone ahead and make these changes. And now Stanley Kroenke and his son, known as Josh Kroenke, who is ever in London to see the running or the day-to-day running of Arsenal, has really come out and been announced as the co-chairmen, meaning that the father and the son, are really up to this, and they really want to see to it that things go on well for a club known as Arsenal. Then Stan Kroenke, the father to Josh Kroenke, he's the owner of Arsenal, he has gone ahead and told us that this is a simple evolution as part of us all driving Arsenal forward, and further reaffirms our family's long-standing commitment to this great club. Stability in football has never been more important, and we believe this is the perfect time to formalize these roles. Now, formalizing these roles is really something great, because now the son is really a chairman. There are 2 chairmen for the team of Arsenal. It's Kroenke and the son. Josh has been doing this role very well, and I think he has gone ahead to gain the required experience to see to it that he goes all out and does the job at the club of Arsenal. And I think he has been working well with Mikel Arteta, the board, Vinay, the CEO, Edu, the sporting director, and Mikel Arteta. And I think they made a decision non-massively, and they really decided that this guy should come in through and really become the vice chairperson. And I think it's good for the son, and the father is also ready, because the son has really gone ahead to take Arsenal to where the trophies are supposed to be. And now this is the most important bit of it. He's talking about our objectives and ambition will never waver to field teams that compete for trophies at the highest level, and lead our club in a way that inspires our passionate supporters around the world. Now, he's hinting about winning trophies, and he's talking about winning trophies in this era when Arsenal is in the second round, or the round of 16 of the UEFA Europa League, and they want to really play the second leg at Emirates tomorrow and win it. If that way they win that game, they're going to go into the quarterfinals. Now, when it comes to the Premier League, they are leading the Premier League by 5 points clear ahead of City. If they win on Sunday against Crystal Palace at home, Arsenal will go into the international break with 8 points clear ahead of City, and City will play the game they have in hand, I think, around... it's going to be around 4th, 5th. That is Wednesday of the first week of April. That's it. Because I think 1st and 2nd of April are really going to be between Friday and Sunday. So I think around 5th and 6th, that's when Man City is going to play its game they have in hand. So, but remember, before they play that game they have in hand, they're supposed to play Liverpool on Saturday. That's it. So it shows you how important this is going to be for a team of Arsenal. And he's hinting about fielding teams that are really going to win trophies when Arsenal is really in 2 trophies, where they have a chance. Even the UEFA Europa League, I believe United knocking out Barcelona was like a boost for Arsenal to enlighten its chances or increase its chances of winning the league. That's it. Because when you look at Arsenal, they are a team that is one of the best in Europe. And I'm going to bring you the story of Pep Guardiola coming out and really confirming to us that Napoli is the closest team to Arsenal this season in the world, meaning that Arsenal is the best team in Europe. However, much they're not playing in the Champions League, but does not deny them the opportunity to be called the best team in the world. Because if you are the best in the Premier League, you are the best team in the world. Why? The Premier League is the best league in the world. That's it. And I find it hard to say it because I support Manchester United, and a United fan to say that about Arsenal, it shows you how much Arsenal has done to convince us. And they've done it. I feel it, and I know that they are the best team in the world. So Arsenal is really doing great things. So Kroenke is hinting about Arsenal winning trophies. And obviously, he has told us that at the highest level, meaning that they are going to the Champions League next season. And obviously, that's going to call for Arsenal to compete into the Champions League. And I know that they are going to be seeded. If I know they win the league or win the UEFA Europa League, they are going to be seeded. They're not going to come in through as second seeds or in the second pot, because they would have won the Premier League, and that calls for them to be seeded. So you know how it's done. Every team that tops its league, I think in the top, are they the top 6 leagues in Europe? It's seeded as number 1. Then the winner of UEFA Europa League also gets a seed. So it shows you that close to 6, 7, 8 teams are seeded according to their performances. So he's talking about passion of supporters around the world, because he knows that every team will need supporters to take it through to where they want to be. Now, let's leave Stanley Kroenke there and the son, because they've gone ahead. Sorry, Stanley Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, because it's always nice to be having these owners and his son always being in London. You guys, you are lucky. You're not like the Glazers. You know, I've seen Edu talk to AFTV. You get? But for us, the CEO, Richard Arnold, rarely throws himself outside there to talk to the fans of United. I've seen Edu, Vinay, Mikel Arteta finding it easy to talk to the fan channels, because these fan channels are supported by the fans of their respective teams they support. So I think Arsenal has a very good connection between the fans and the board. So right now, the fans are really buzzing and they're really on the groove. Let's talk about Jorginho. His agent, known as Yao Santos, has gone ahead and really spoken for the very first time about the deal that saw Jorginho join Arsenal. He told us that 2 days before the transfer market closed, we saw that Chelsea worked to sign Enzo Fernandez. Edu Gaspar wanted the boy, that is Jorginho, and so we made it happen. So looks like Jorginho was not ready to leave Chelsea, but because they had gone ahead to really cling onto the signing of Enzo Fernandez, then they said we have to leave. And obviously, Edu had already sent contacts to the agent of Jorginho that, please, I need that player at Arsenal. I need that player at Arsenal. We're going to give him enough playing time that Chelsea is not going to give him. So I think the reason as to why he was hesitant to reach the last 2 days of the transfer window, I think it was because Chelsea looked like they had really turned off from the deal of Enzo Fernandez, and they really spent a lot of energy on the deal of Mudryk. And after they got the deal of Mudryk done, they went back to Benfica. The reason as to why Chelsea wanted to sign Enzo Fernandez in the January transfer window, because they knew if at all they really failed to sign him in the January transfer window, they wouldn't take him. Why? Chances of them playing in the Champions League were really minimal, and if at all it reached the summer, he would have gone in for 80 million euros. That's it. So very many clubs would have gone in to pay that amount of money, and obviously they decided to spend 120 million euros onto João Felix, and they finally got their man in there for it. So that steered the deal of Jorginho to Arsenal, and obviously said, let me go to Arsenal. He's really having a very good spell, and I think tomorrow is going to start in the central defensive midfield position, as he's going to start in the central defensive midfield position as Arsenal host or entertain Sporting Lisbon at the Emirates Stadium. Now let's talk about Charlie Patino. For the very first time for me to see Charlie Patino, he was on the score sheet. He scored on his senior debut for Arsenal. Arsenal was playing Sunderland in the, was it FA Cup? I think one of those, FA Cup I think. And then he came in and scored the fourth goal. He was a left-footed player. I was really amazed with how this lad was really playing. And this season, he was loaned to Blackpool, and he's going ahead to do wonders. And yesterday, Charlie Patino was really one of those players that made or impacted the game very, very much. And we've been told that Charlie Patino played 83 minutes and provided 2 assists in Blackpool's 6-1 win against QPR in the championship yesterday. Patino was also dispossessed 0 times, made 5 ball recoveries, and won 11 out of 15 duels. All action-packed performance, love it. You know, Charlie Patino really put in a very good performance. And to me, as a fan of United who grew up following every attention to detail on Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, Arsenal had that DNA of really having young players. In every spell, every season, Arsene Wenger unleashed a young player. Every season, he unleashed a young player. That is Arsene Wenger. And I think Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to try to do that ever since he came in at Arsenal by trying to bring in the Nwaneris. There is Sholesbury something. Then there is Walters, I think. He plays at right back and central defense. So these Martinellis, Bukayo Saka, and Emile Smith-Rowe, all right. I think he ushered in Martinelli and Emile Smith-Rowe, but Bukayo Saka had already played lots of games under Unai Emery, but these ones had not yet really got themselves into the team of Arsenal. And he wants to see how the likes of Charlie Patino coming through under the needful. That's why you see that the likes of Marquinhos were loaned to Norwich, and they're really doing a very, very fantastic job. That is Marquinhos for you. So he's trying to fight to keep Nwaneri, because he knows that Nwaneri is really a very good player, and obviously they have to keep him. So as it stands, Mikel Arteta is trying to go on and really stabilize the team of Arsenal to see to it that he creates those spaces for these young ones to come in through. Look at the likes of Florent Balogun outside Arsenal playing at steady range on loan. He's really putting in efforts every week, and he now has 16 goals in Europe. Those are league goals only, so it shows you that he is really one of the best players that Mikel Arteta might find himself ushering into the team. And Charlie Patino is sending a message to Mikel Arteta that, please, I'm left-footed, I'm a very good player, and think about me. And according to what Charlie Patino is really portraying, I think it will be great if at all he gets a Premier League move next season. And he can get it because teams are really looking at him. He's a very good player. Charlie Patino is a very good player, and I think he's really playing at he's really playing his A game at Blackpool. So guys, your thoughts on Kroenke revealing trophy All Premier League winning plans for Arsenal? Then Jorginho's agent revealing to us why they really accepted to join Arsenal 2 days close to the end of the transfer window. And what do you think about Charlie Patino? Should he be brought back to be integrated with the team of Arsenal, or he needs another full season away in the Championship or Premier League next season to see to it that he really gets back to where he is? Remember, he's having his contract with 2 optional years, and I think Arsenal are going to trigger those years, and I think Charlie Patino would love to be at Arsenal. That's it, because they are not going to stop him to go and play football from where he wants. He's going to go and play football from where he wants. So thank you very much for watching in through. First video of the demo is yet to come. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later, my lovely mates. Bye-bye.